This is how Jon Jones can beat Tom Aspinall. So this fight has been in the works for quite a while, and it's more than likely to happen. A lot of people think that Tom Aspinall should be able to knock out Jon Jones. He's faster, more powerful, younger. He does have a lot of advantages in this fight. But fat losers that stay in their parents' basements all day are underestimating Jon Jones' whole fucking career. Like my guy, he has 15 title defenses. Yet so many people say, oh yeah, but he's washed. Oh, but most of his title defenses were against bloated middleweights. I think those are all excuses. He's beaten some of the best fighters in the UFC, and y'all are really just going to write him off like that? Like, I used to be a part of the whole like Jon Jones hate wagon, where I'm like, okay, you know what, Tom Aspinall is gonna fucking knock out Jon Jones. Jon Jones is old as hell, he shouldn't be fighting anymore. Like, yes, we can probably agree on that Jon Jones isn't like the best person, but I'm not going to just write off his whole career, because he's still a major threat, and this fight is definitely winnable for him if he does these three things that I'm going to talk about in this video. So first thing is managing distance with kicks. Jon Jones is great at controlling his range, letting him land all sorts of kicks that damage his opponents and prevent them from coming forward and putting on pressure. A perfect example of this is in his fight with Rampage Jackson, throwing a mix of low kicks, body kicks, and head kicks. And when you have a big motherfucker like Jon Jones hitting you with kicks like that, goddamn, it has to be painful. And he has one more very special kick that I'm surprised not a lot of UFC fighters use. His oblique kick, which he really needs to emphasize in his fight with Tom Aspinall. I don't know if y'all know, but like, Tom Aspinall has a pretty bad right knee. I mean, he blew it out in his fight with Curtis Blades quite some time ago, but I'd imagine that his knee isn't really the same as before, and Jon Jones could take advantage of that. And I think he is going to take advantage of that, because Jon Jones is a dirty fighter, and we can just complain about that as much as possible, but his dirty fighting does win him fights, and he's going to take whatever advantage he can. Second, he needs to wear him down in the clinch. Jon Jones has great clinch work, where he uses his frame to land knees and especially elbows. I think Jon Jones has some of the best elbows in the UFC, and I think he utilizes them the most out of everyone. An example of this is in his fight with Glover Teixeira, where he uses clinch work to shut down Teixeira's boxing, landing some devastating elbows that cut Teixeira open. He needs to emphasize clinch work to slow down Tom's boxing, and then from there he can start to utilize his wrestling and get some takedowns. I know Tom Aspinall's ground game is really good, but remember just how many people Jon Jones has been able to take down successfully in the UFC. I mean, his wrestling is still very good. And I think if he's smart, he's not going to box with Tom Aspinall. Again, the reason why Tom Aspinall is so dangerous is because of his speed, especially when he's boxing. I mean, he throws some fast punches. So if Jon Jones is smart enough, then he's going to implement wrestling as well. Which brings me to my third and last point. He just needs to utilize his fight IQ. Jon Jones has more than a decade of experience inside of the UFC. He just needs to fight smart and pretty much not do any dumb shit. Anything that he usually doesn't do. He should just do things in previous fights that have worked for him and not change up too many things, but obviously have a bit of a different game plan against Tom Aspinall. Something that Tom Aspinall is not going to predict. I'm not going to lie, I think Tom Aspinall is Jon Jones' biggest test, but Jon Jones still has an opportunity to win. Whether he takes it up or not is up to him. Thank you guys so much for watching. Join the Discord. Link is in the description below. I'm usually in there from Monday to Friday from 9 p.m. Eastern time to 10 p.m. Eastern time if you ever want to talk. And also next week, I'm going to be streaming the UFC fight night between Song Yadong and Henry Cejudo. So definitely check that out as well. That's going to be a lot of fun. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe. And remember, my boys, stay active, stay busy, and most of all, stay hungry.